680's Richard Southern joins us again. And Richard, the Ontario government is selling another big chunk of Hydra 1 stock.
Yeah, that's right, Francis. Another 120 million shares of Hydra 1 about to hit the market. And the provincial government says they'll be priced at $23.25 per share. This, the Ontario government says, will be the final sale of Hydra 1 stock. It could raise about $3 billion more for the province. It would reduce its total stake in the utility to 40%. All told, this stock offering of Hydra 1 has brought in about $9 billion for the province. Now, the Canadian Union of Public Employees call this final release of stock a slap in the face, saying it's bad for everyone except investors. Truth is, though, it hasn't even been that good for traders. The stock closed lower today. Francis, it's down 2% on the year and up on investment thus far.
That's interesting. It was a big bounce back day for Home Capital stock, though.
It was. So this is this troubled Canadian subprime mortgage lender. It's been accused of wrongdoing by the Ontario Securities Commission, and there's been a big run on its deposits. People are pulling money out of it. And so today, Home Capital announced it plans to sell $1.5 billion of its mortgage book. That's not a great sign, further indication that it's cash starved. The stock was up almost 30%. That, though, probably more short covering in that investors were betting on the stock to go down. They're pulling those bets now because the end game may be a bit further off, has a bit more money to work with this sale today. So it's a stock we're going to continue to watch, Francis. Investors globally worried about the Canadian housing market, and that's reflected in the Canadian dollar, which continues to fall. The loonie today down to 72.84 cents US.
So in this housing market, many buyers turn a blind eye to issues with properties, but you just got to see this. So this is a home in Brantford, and if you fear clowns, you kind of want to avoid this home, don't you?
You're not going to like this one if you're afraid of clowns. So it's
it looks nice
bungalow.
On the outside.
Oh, sure it does. A little bungalow, $239,000. The asking price on the inside, though.
Wow.
Nothing but clowns. They're on chairs. They're on beds. They're even on the wallpaper. There's clown magnets, porcelain clowns, stuffed clowns. Everywhere you look.
They're everywhere.
Clowns. Toronto Star reports, Francis, that the couple in their 80s that owns the house has collected almost 1,500 clowns over the past 25 years. That's their thing. And it's estimated, that 12% of all adults have a fear of clowns. But you just watch this house go for over the asking price in this market.
Does it come with the clowns, or?
Yeah, they haven't said. If you want a clown, they could spare one if they have 1,500 of them.
No kidding. So now we all have read the stories about airlines shrinking room and economy, and of course we saw that video, the United Airlines passenger being dragged off planes. But it's a different story in first class where I guess there it's about how big is the bar.
There is a battle for the best bar in first class. This is unbelievable. More and more airlines getting in on this. So first off, it's Virgin Atlantic, and their bar, standard on actually all their planes, room for several people to sit down facing the bartender. Look at that. Really hot on that British airline. Next, Etihad. This is a self-service bar. They call it the lounge. There's a semicircular leather banquette. You won't find a bartender, but the flight attendants are there to provide you with all your top shelf beverages. Next, it's Emirates, and you know this, Francis. They are known for their bar on their A380s, and this plane comes into Toronto 3 times a week. It's stocked with all your fine spirits. Look how beautiful that is. Ask for a bottle of Dom Perignon on the ice, and they'll give it to you. Nothing is too much there on first class on Emirates. Finally, Qatar Airlines. They have the biggest bar in the sky. It's a curved silhouette, seating for 10 people. Ask for Krug champagne that sells for $300 a bottle. You'll, of course, get it for free when you fly on Qatar. We got to go check that out, don't you think, Francis?
I think it's journalism, and I think it's our duty to do it.
It's our duty. If we're talking about it, we got to go see it and try it out. I think so.
That would be nice. I may be dragged off the plane, though, for another reason.
What's that?
Because I'll be at the bar.
You don't want to leave. You pay $10,000 for a nice recliner seat, and you spend all that time on the bar stool. But how cool is that?
Very cool. Thank you, Richard.
Thanks.